So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the Beauty Best 2014. I'm going to be sharing all my favorite products of 2014. And this was very hard to narrow it down. So I basically just stuck to all the things that not that I really like, but everything that I really love. And I saw myself reaching for several times. And some of these products will probably be a repeat because you've probably seen them in one of my favorites video. But yeah, let's just jump right into it because this video might be a little bit long. And also, I'm not going to be going into full description of the products, just basically of telling you that it's my favorite and that I really love it, and maybe a little of why I love it so much. So first off, I'm going to start off with foundation. This year, 2014, I started wearing foundation. I've always been into makeup and playing with makeup, but I never ever really had foundation. I always had samples, and I would do foundation on other people, but I didn't really put foundation on myself. But now that I put foundation on myself, every once in a while I share the two that's really been catching my eye, and I'm actually wearing one of them today. So the two that I really been loving and are my two favorites for the year is, of course, MAC Studio Fix, and this is an NC30. I like using this for full coverage, and it just gives you a very flawless, full coverage, seamless face. Anytime I wear this, I feel basically like a porcelain doll. I just love the coverage it gives. It's really smooth. It's easy to blend out into your skin. So yes, this for full coverage. And then something for a little bit more sheer coverage, I've been using I've used this, it's almost gone, and it's the BH foundation in Light Olive. This was actually the first foundation I ever bought because I was just trying things out. It's buildable, but if, like I said, if you want just a sheer coverage, like today I only put one layer on, and it gave me a really nice seamless face. Next, I will go into concealers. The concealers that stood out to me and I always reach for, or sometimes I'll go back and I'll look at my pictures and I'm like, what was I wearing in that picture? I went off of that, and things that I always grab for. So there's three concealers that I basically always use. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind, and this is in light pale. As you can see, it's almost gone. I really love this. It covers my dark circles. I don't really get any puffiness, but I always get purpleness underneath my eyes, and that's the main focus for me, that I always need to conceal up, and this always does it for me. I'm just really in love with this. It's an excellent product. Maybelline did such a good job on this, and there's not anything really bad about it besides the way it comes out, but I just dab it on and then I blend it out with my beauty blender or my finger. And then next was another basically drugstore. It's NYX HD concealer, and this is in Cw-04 creamy, or yeah, oh, it's beige. So I always use this, and I love placing this on, and then I love setting it with Emphasize, which I will get into in a little bit. But this one is just a yellow toned highlighter. It gives you a nice Kim K glow underneath the eyes. I will say it does crease a little bit, but it seems like all my concealers crease somewhat, so I'm not really too concerned about it. As long as you set it, I think that's the main focus. So yeah, NYX HD concealer in Cw-04. And then next is more higher end, and it is a bit pricey, but seriously, I've been using this all year long and it hasn't even budged. And this is an XXO6, and it's the Kevin Aucoin Central Skin Enhancer. I use this to conceal underneath my eyes when I don't wear any foundation because it matches my skin perfectly. It is somewhat thick, so you need a very little amount just to put underneath, and it blends into the skin really well, and it just brightens, it covers up my circles. I just love using this when I don't use foundation. It's just one of my go-to, and it conceals, it just once you put it on, it's just perfect. So I really love this product, and I think this is an A+ for a concealer underneath the eyes. Next, I will be going into mascaras. tend to stick to the same ones all the time. I've used MAC Loreal Voluminous for years and years and years, and it's always been my go-to, and it still is. So it is going to be in my yearly favorites because I use this. It gives me great volume, it lengthens my eyelashes, it does everything that a mascara should and much more. So this is of course one of my favorites. But this year I bought the Lorac Pro palette, and it came with a mascara, and the mascara is the Lorac Pro, and this is in Black Noir. This stuff is so good. I never wanted to try a higher end product because I don't believe you need to pay too much money on mascara, because you can find great ones at, like I said, at any drugstore or Target or anything like that. But I did start using this because it came for free, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It works so well. And like, if you ever get like mascara underneath your cheek, like just let it dry, and this thing just, it doesn't make a mess. It's just so clean, and I just love the way it works on my eyelashes. So I had to include this in my favorites. So next, since I was talking about eyelashes, I will go into my favorite falsies. I have a full video on like my favorite falsies, but the ones that I've really been sticking to lately, and like seriously, I think every single time I've done like a tutorial, I use these ones so many times. And then other ones that I've used, sorry, I'm all choking. I like tend to gravitate toward these so much. I use them so many times in so many of my tutorials, and it's the Koko lashes in Soho. And these are just my go-to. I use them all the time. They're really lengthy, so I wouldn't suggest these if you're like a first-time user, but you'll get used to them. They're really lightweight, they're easy to apply, and I really love these eyelashes. And then next, these ones could be for beginners. They're kind of like the Kokos, but much thinner and easier, and they are the Ardell Wispies. I've mentioned these before. They just give a really nice wispy look. Like if you're not wearing like a full eye of eyeshadow and you just want something to oomph up your eyelashes, I would definitely recommend these. So those have been my go-to. And then another one, of course, these are like my infamous ones too. I always wear these, and every single time I've done my makeup, people always ask about these, and these are the Red Cherry 43s. So these are another go-to and one of my favorites. I'm just mentioning all the eyelashes that I wear all the time and that I've been wearing like all the time this year. And then lastly are the Iconics from House of Lashes. I really do love these, and actually Koko lashes have the Goddess, so I believe these are like $9 or $12. I believe they're $12. So if you want to dupe from, and what I've been using too are the Koko lashes in Goddess, which I'm gonna probably start using over these just because these are a little pricey. But I had to mention these because I do use them all the time and I do really love them. So yes. Okay, and next, now that we were into eyelashes, I had to mention this stuff because it's like seriously almost gone. And it's just the House of Lashes glue. I know there was a dupe for this, but I can't find it, and I don't remember where I seen it. But I love this glue. Like, you apply it onto your eyelashes, it dries so quick, you don't even have to wait 30 seconds. You just apply it, kind of like shake them around and place them on, and they stick so well. Like, I think this is like the best glue they've ever made. I like it over Duo. Duo always seemed to make my eyes like water and stuff, and this stuff works, like I said, very excellent. It's just so precise. A little bit goes a long way, and I just really love this stuff. So I had to mention this. If you're like a first-time user or you have a hard time applying eyelashes, I would definitely recommend this glue because it works so easy, and it just makes everything so much simpler. I guess I will mention a few eye products that I've really been loving, and these have also been in my favorites. So of course, I have to mention the Lorac Pro. I will go into specific colors because I don't always really use all of it, but the colors that I really been loving this year are Dusty Plum, Opal, and Vanilla. Like, oh, and Camel, of course, because I always use these. But they're so pigmented. I always, if I do any light eye look, I'll always go to this, and then of course use these. They're just so blendable. Everybody talked about this palette, and I just had to mention it in my favorites because I always do use this. And And then another palette, this is probably my #1 palette used. It's the Amrezy palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The colors that I really love and gravitate towards are Deep Plum, Morocco, and Topaz. Like, I absolutely love this palette. It's just so perfect. You can take it with you. I've used this in so many ways. It's just so compatible with every look, and you can create so many looks out of it. And yeah, I just really love this palette, and I had to mention it, of course. And then lastly, of course, I had to mention are my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I guess this is like my #1 eyeshadow, is Burlesque. I've used it so many times in so many tutorials in so many different ways. I used it on my lid. I used it to smoke out my lower lash line. I used it on my outer V. I've just used it in so many ways, and I really love it. Also, I really love Koko Bear. It's just like a perfect, it's somewhat like brown script, but it's like more red tone. So I really love that. And Bitten is another one that I used all the time. So I had to mention Makeup Geek because these eyeshadows are just well pigmented and they are very nice consistency, and I really love them this year. So much that I like bought a bunch of other ones, but those are the ones that I use the most. And then lastly, the eyeshadow that I used all the time for my crease and as a transition color was MAC Uninterrupted. And this is just a perfect transition color. It's like a yellow toned brown. It just blends so well. It makes every look stand out so much, and it's just a beautiful color to have and a great transition color. So of course I'm gonna have to mention the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I use this in numerous videos. I use it all the time. I use it all the time to contour. I use the banana powder a lot, and I always seem to use this middle color to contour because it's not too red or brownish like the two on the outer edges. This one is just like a really nice contour. Like I said, it's not too chalky, it's not too red, and it's not too brown, so that's why I like to stick to that. So that was what I love to use to contour. And then I also had to mention these two blushes from MAC because I use them all the time. It's Copper Tone. I always use that, of course, to contour as well. And Modern Mandarin, I covered it up, but I use these two blushes all the time. Sometimes I could just use this one alone, but I always use this one on the apples of my cheeks, and it's just like a really beautiful orangey, creamy, blushy tone. Oh, and then like I said, I wanted to mention also to set underneath my eyes, I always love to use Emphasize. It's just like a really nice setting powder. It has like somewhat of a slight sheen. It's really beautiful, and it just sets really well, and it won't crease on any of your concealers. So of course, Milani, and this is in Dulce Pink. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. I always use this because it gives a really nice, like flawless, glowy pink to your cheeks, and it goes well with every eye look. So yeah, I had to mention this. It's just really beautiful. I hope it's coming off right, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows I had to mention this baked blush because it's really beautiful. Or another two blushes I really been loving and I use all the time is MAC Warm Soul. And I love this because it's just so compatible and it works with like every skin tone. Like, I've used this on so many of my friends, and some are lighter skin tone and some are darker skin tone. It just works really well. It's not too pink and it's not too orange. It's just like the perfect cheek color. Burlesque from MAC, and it has like a nice sheen to it too. It doesn't have any particular like sheen colors in it. It just has like a really nice glow to it. It's kind of like a coppery brown orange tone, so I really love that. Sorry guys, I was kind of sick and I'm like getting my voice back. Next I will go into highlighters, and I kind of like was trying to figure out what highlighters I really loved, and so I just kind of like went back and looked at all my videos and saw what I was always reaching for. And this was the #1 highlighter that I loved, and I just, every single time I look at it or I apply it, it just looks so nice on the skin. And this is Too Faced Candlelight Glow. And it gives you like, it has like a greenish goldish tone, and it just highlights perfectly. It gives you a nice glowy look. And if you can see the packaging, it's like kind of like yellowish, but yeah, that's the glow that it gives. It's really, really nice, and I use this in several tutorials. I use it all the time, and I really, really love this product, and I think Too Faced did an excellent job with that. Next is a limited edition, and I hate to mention this because it is limited edition. I kind of wish that companies would let customers vote, and if there's like a product that is really, really popular or we really, really love it, we can like vote it back in. But this is just the Estee Lauder Heat Wave, and I use this all the time. It gives a great, great glow. I know you can find it on like eBay, and it is kind of pricey, but it's just such a great product. And I know it does have other highlighters, so if you can get your hands on it, they have great products. So if you guys can get your hands on any type of like highlighter they have, I would definitely recommend it just because they did so well with this one. Next is what I think is a dupe for Superb, MAC Superb, and I actually reach for this more than I do the Superb. I just really, really love this color, and it's Victoria's Secret Next to Nude. It's just such a beautiful highlight. It gives you like this really nice wet glow, and it's not gold. It's very like pinkish silvery tone, so it's more cool tone, but it's really, really beautiful on the skin, and it just highlights amazing. Like, I love this, especially if you spray your Fix Plus after you apply it. It just gives you a beautiful, beautiful glow, like I said. And then the last product that I had to mention, and I never ever thought that I would love this, and I never even considered like even trying a creamy highlighter, but it is the BHcosmetics BB Plus Illumination, and this stuff is just so beautiful. You can use it alone, or you can top it off with like another goldish highlight. I like using it alone because it's really, really creamy. It gives you a beautiful, beautiful glow on the skin. It's not too harsh at all, and it's just a really, really nice illuminator. And I think that their products, just because they sponsor a lot of people don't want to try them because I guess they do like sponsor a lot of people, but I think it's so worth it. Like, they did send me a few things, but even before they sent me stuff, I went out and purchased like their lip glosses, and I had my own perspective on my own, so I really, really love their products. And then after they sent me, I love them even more. But they have great products. Like, the products speak for themselves. So if you guys just like want to try like one thing, at least try one thing, at least like one lip gloss, and try this. Like, you'll realize that their line is just a great, great company, and they produce really, really great products. Lastly, I am going to go into some eyeliners and some lip products. The two eyeliners that, of course, are my favorites, you guys probably already know this, and it is the Loreal. It is the L'Oreal Linear Intense Carbon Black Liquid Eyeliner. This stuff is just so easy to work with. I love the felt tip, so black, and it gives you a really, really nice like gloss eyeliner. So I really love using this. I go to this all the time. It's just easy and simple for me. I've used other eyeliners and I always gravitate back towards this. So this is just a great eyeliner to have. It's really, really black, like I said, and L'Oreal did, of course, a great job with this. And then as far as fluid line, I use the Inglot Gel Liner in 77. This is also really black, but it's just it's more of a matte finish. For 12 bucks, you can't go wrong. I use it all the time, and it just gives you a nice gel liner on your eyes. I use it with any like angled brush. There's not one specifically that I use because I use a bunch of them. Yeah, I really love this product, and I had to mention it just for you guys. So if you ever want to try a gel liner, I would recommend that. If you ever want like a felt tip liner glossiness, then I would try the other one. I will start off with two lip liners. I don't ever really line my lips. I don't feel like I really need to, like with nude lipsticks or like with pink lipsticks. But for like darker tones like reds and burgundies, I always line my lips. And the red one that I always use is Cherry from MAC. It's just like this perfect red. Like I said, I'm not going to really swatch anything, but if you guys go back to any of my videos, you will see that I use this like so many times. And it's just like the perfect infamous Night Moth, and it's just a dark burgundy color. I love using this. I love using it alone because it does give you a matte finish, and it's just a really, really beautiful color. So this is Night Mom. This one's not one specific. It's just something that, like, this year I know got really, really popular. And it's not one specific because I've been using these, like, some of them I just got recently, but like it's lip stains. And Aria is a really, really beautiful color. Wet and Wild, I definitely recommend it. It's really long lasting. It's so hard to take off your lips though, so I would get like a really good makeup remover for that. And that is in High Pitched Wine. And then of course this one I've been using this throughout the year and I love it so much, and it's Strawberry Kiss, and it's from the Sephora brand. It's a beautiful red. Like, I haven't seen any red beat this color. It's just so beautiful. Every single time I've used it, people always ask me what I'm wearing and they go out and buy it. I'm pretty sure at least 5 people have went out and bought this because of the times that I wore it. And then what I'm wearing today is Endless Purple, and this is a recent purchase, but I know I'm going to use it all the time. And yeah, so I wouldn't say there's a specific color, but lip stains have definitely been a fave this year. It's not one specific, it's just like a combination, like of a lip combo that I really, really love. So this lip combo is from Whitening Lightning, of course, BHcosmetics, and it is the Lipstick and Tequila Sunrise. So I like applying that like really, really lightly, and then I will go over it with Cocoa Bear, which makes it a little bit more brownish tone, and then to nude it out, I will go over it with Shimmer of Hope. So I love this lip combination right here. It's so, so, so beautiful. And Shimmer of Hope I use all the time with any like sort of lip, nude lip, anything. I just use this all the time, or I use it alone. So these have definitely been my favorite, and the 3 that I really, really love from that brand. Next, lip glosses. This one is like my all-time favorite lip gloss, and it's Eclair from NYX. I absolutely love, 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 love this gloss. I use it alone, and I use it over so many nude lipsticks. And then lastly, I like using this one alone because it just gives you, like, if you have a natural like pink lip color, this like just brings out that natural color, and it's just so pretty. It gives a really, really nice glossiness, and it smells really good. And this is Apple Strudel by NYX. And then this one is just like so beat up, but this is Ample Pink, and this is another gloss that I like to wear alone or over any type of lip combination that I love. It's just, it's like, it's gone. And this is like my 3rd one that I've gone through, so I had to mention this. I use it all the time, and this one I've used over the years, so it's not like a yearly favorite. It's like an all-time favorite of mine. Lipstick that I mentioned before is Summer Love by NYX, and it's just the perfect nude color. It goes well with all those glosses that I mentioned, and it's, like I said, it's the perfect, perfect, perfect nude. And then lastly was something I bought recently, like the last couple of months, but I've been using it ever since, so I had to mention it. It's just Go Dutch Lip Pencil by Sigma. This color is so, so pretty, and I seen Manny MUA use this with Coral Craze, so that's like my next like go-to lip that I want to try out. But it's just a perfect lip base. It's such a creamy, nice lip liner, and it goes well with a lot of colors, and even alone with the lip gloss, it looks really, really beautiful. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope it wasn't too much. I mean, this was a yearly favorite, and some of my December favorites as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below how this lighting was. If you guys have any questions or comments about anything specific, or like skincare or something else that I didn't mention, I can always answer that down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful new 2015, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.